Have you ever experienced the two types of tired? Some people are tired, and it makes sense. They're doing a lot. But other people are tired in a way that feels confusing, like no matter how much they rest, they still feel depleted. Because some people rest and their energy comes back. Turns out they just needed some sleep. But some people rest, but it doesn't work. They still feel drained, like their system never fully shuts off. Then you follow some usual advice. Set boundaries. So you try. You say no sometimes. You stop replying instantly. You try to be more assertive. And yet, you're still drained. Here's what I found out is really happening. A lot of people don't have a boundary problem. They have boundary leaks, small openings that seem harmless, but they quietly let other people's needs, moods, and expectations spill into your life. And the reason this matters is simple. You can draw a boundary once, but if you keep leaking in 5 places, you'll still feel tired, resentful, and overstimulated. I know this because I used to struggle with this defeated kind of tired until I learned how to protect my energy. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 the common leaks that drain energy, starting with the one most people dismiss and ending with the one that wrecks your peace. And for each one, I'll give you a clean fix you can use immediately. One sentence, one behavior. By the end, you'll know exactly where your energy is going and how to keep it. Here's why. Having boundaries isn't the same as being protected. Boundaries aren't just what you say. They're what your life teaches people about access to you. You can say, I need rest, and still be the person who responds at midnight. You can say, I'm overwhelmed, and still take on extra work. You can say, I don't like that, and still laugh it off. So your words say one thing, but your habits say another. That mismatch is where exhaustion lives. Let's find the leaks and get you back into alignment. Leak number 1, instant availability. This one looks harmless because it's dressed up as being helpful. Your phone buzzes and you respond fast. Someone calls and you pick up right away. A problem shows up and you fix it immediately. And after a while, people stop asking, do you have time? They just assume you do. I used to do this too, treat every message like it's urgent, not because I love being available, but because my body didn't like the feeling of leaving something unanswered. Here's what it does to you. Your nervous system never gets to fully shut off. You're technically resting, but you're still on, like you're always slightly on call, like a soldier on night watch. And socially, it teaches one quiet lesson. Your time is free. So the fix isn't ghosting people or becoming cold. It's giving your life a rhythm again. Try this next time someone demands some of your attention. I'll reply when I can. That one sentence is small, but it changes the pattern. You're still respectful. You're just not instantly accessible. And that breathing room adds up fast. Leak number 2, over-explaining, often turning no into a conversation. This leak drains you because it feels like you're being reasonable. You don't just say no. You give context. You give backstory. You give reasons until the other person looks satisfied. And if they ask, why? Your body goes into defense mode, like you're on trial, trying to prove you're not selfish. But here's the cost. Explaining is emotional labor. You're not just talking, you're managing their reaction. And the more you explain, the more your own brain starts doubting you. Because now your boundary isn't a decision, it's an argument. So instead of giving 5 reasons, give one clean line. For example, they ask, why can't you come? You respond, that doesn't work for me. If they push again, you simply say, I've answered. It also helps to energetically give off the impression that they're being unreasonable for questioning you again after you've already given an answer. And that's where your energy comes back. When you stop reopening access to your time with extra words. Leak number 3, emotional caretaking by absorbing other people's moods. This one is sneaky because it looks like kindness. Someone's stressed and you feel responsible to make it better. Someone's irritated and you start tiptoeing. Someone's in a mood and you shrink your needs to keep the peace. That's not empathy. That's taking responsibility for someone else's emotional state. And it drains you because you become a human shock absorber. Your nervous system starts living like this. If everyone's okay, I'm okay. So here's the boundary that keeps your warmth without losing yourself. I can care without carrying. A friend is in a bad mood and starts snapping. You respond, I hear you, I'm here, but I'm not going to be spoken to like that. Or if it's not disrespect, just emotional spill. I hope your day gets easier. I'm taking a quiet night. You're still compassionate. You're just not merging. That's calm confidence. Leak number 4, saying yes under pressure and paying later with resentment. This leak is the reason so many nice people feel secretly angry. You don't want to do it, but you say yes because you can already feel the guilt forming. They'll be disappointed. They'll think I'm selfish. It's easier than conflict. So you say yes to avoid discomfort, and then you live with the cost, resentment, fatigue, irritation, that heavy feeling of being trapped. Because every forced yes is a small self-betrayal. And self-betrayal is exhausting in a way sleep doesn't fix. So the fix is not be stronger. It's stop answering under pressure. Try this line next time someone asks for a favor that you might not want to do. Let me check and get back to you. That buys you space to decide from calm, not panic. And that's where self-respect starts, not in what you say, but when you say it. Leak number 5, no consequences for repeated disrespect. This is the leak that destroys peace because it teaches people the worst lesson. They can cross your line, and nothing changes. They cancel last minute. They interrupt. They dump tasks. They make jokes at your expense. They invade your privacy. And you keep giving the same access. So even if you've communicated boundaries, the pattern is still. They take, and you stay. And your nervous system learns to brace for impact, because it knows it's coming again. This one habit was quietly sabotaging me, and once I dropped it, the dynamic changed almost immediately. Because here's the truth. A boundary without a change in access is just words. So the fix is simple, and it's powerful. Access changes when the behavior doesn't. A friend cancels last minute for the 3rd time. That doesn't work for me. I'm going to stop making plans for a while. At work, someone dumps tasks on you. I'm not available for that. Please ask earlier next time. And if it repeats, you stop rescuing. Because consequences aren't punishment. They're reality. If someone wants closeness, they have to treat you well. The deeper truth, boundaries are energy management. If you felt guilty about boundaries, hear this. You're not building walls. You're building doors. Doors can open with respect and close when you need peace. The goal is not to control other people. The goal is to stop leaking your life away. My hope for you is that you learn to seal up all the leaks. But in my experience, it doesn't work if you try to fix all 5 in one go. That's how people burn out and quit. Instead, try this. I invite you to pick one leak that drains you the most. If you're always tired, start with instant availability. If you feel guilty and talk too much, start with over-explaining. If you feel responsible for everyone, start with emotional caretaking. If you feel resentful, start with pressure, yes. If you feel disrespected, start with consequences. Let me know in the comments which one resonates the most. And for 7 days, use the matching fix. I'll reply when I can. That doesn't work for me. I can care without carrying. Let me check and get back to you. Access changes when the behavior doesn't. Do it once a day, in a small moment. That's enough to change your nervous system's default, because when you seal the leaks, you get something back. Your energy, your clarity, your peace. Boundaries aren't about changing who you are. They're a return to yourself. If this helped you, the simplest free way you can support the channel is to hit subscribe, so I can keep making more videos like this. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, calm is a strategy, not a personality. You've got this.